Hello, this is a quick tutorial on how you can use PyQtGraph. So just some quick words about PyQtGraph. This library is exactly like the Matplotlib library, but it uses GPU in the background, which makes the rendering times and the uh, animations, for example, much smoother and quicker to plot. So let us first of all import PyQtGraph as PG. And if you don't have this library, you can go to your command line and write pip install PyQtGraph. And once you've done that, you create a Python file and you write the import PyQtGraph as PG. And we can also import NumPy as NP in order to generate some fake data. And so the first step is to actually create the PyQt app itself so that we can actually have a Windows or Mac OS application. And at the end of your application, or at the end of your code, you have to write app.execute, or exec, which basically executes the main loop that we are about to write. And so the next thing is to actually create a so-called widget or a plot widget. And this is basically the window itself. So this is the window that is shown. So this app.make, it basically tells Windows, okay, I'm going to start an application. This is an application thread, and now I'm actually creating the window itself. And the way I create the window or the plot window is by saying, for example, plot widget equals pg.plotWidget. And so with this, I've created the plot widget or the plot window itself. And on this plot widget instance, I can say dot plot, and I can basically already plot just like you used to in Matplotlib library, the x and y data. And so let us generate some fake data. Let's say x equals np line space or linear space between 0 and 20. So, and we have 1000 values, so we're basically creating 1000 value evenly spread between 0 and 20. And for y, we can go for np.sinusx, get the sinus function. And before we can actually run this code, we have to show this window. So this runs the window and it actually is running, but it doesn't show it yet. We have to call the function .show in order to actually show the window itself. So if I run this code now, you should be able to see this this window with the plot that we just created. And you can play around with this. You can go with the right mouse button, left, right, and so on. And you can also click the right mouse button to see some options. Just make sure to play around and see for yourself what you can change and what not. And yeah, this would be it for the first tutorial. Please let me know if there's something you're stuck with or you're not getting far. And yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me.